back to On the Record. We're here at the Hewlett-Packard, or the HP APC conference, and I'm here with two Canadians who I've known for both of them a long time, especially you, Heather. So Heather Kent, who's Director of Channel Marketing. I think we go back to playing in the sandbox together. What's going on in the Canadian marketplace this year? What's the state of it as far as HP is concerned with your partners?
We've had a phenomenal year this year. This is a great celebration at APC of the success that we've had with our partners. From a business standpoint, from a partnership standpoint, we've worked very hard with our business units to provide additional tools and resources to our partners. We're really happy to share those messages this week. One of the big messages is around alignment and focus to the business unit priorities, investing in campaigns and marketing resources that the partners can take advantage of and leverage to easily execute HP branded campaigns. So there's a great news story around the partnership, around the opportunity to share best practices, to jointly go to market and to get that message out into our customer space.
It's a good way to start. I'll introduce John first, and then we'll come back to so John Cammalleri is the Vice President of the Solution Partner Corporation within for Canada. What do you think? What can you add to what Heather was talking about?
Yeah, so we're very pleased with the level of engagement with our partners. The results have been outstanding across all business units. We're growing faster than market, multiples in some cases. Against the market, so the overall relationship is very solid. The growth is there, tremendous results, making significant share gains. So the state of the business is very positive right now, for sure. I think one of the things that we continue to evolve is the way we manage our programs. Not so much about changing the programs, but really evolving the programs. Heather's organization has done a great job evolving those programs as the customer requirements change and partner requirements change. So I think I'm very excited about some of those great, and the partners have received that message very well. And partnering is a critical part of our business. How exactly we partner with the channel, and different customer opportunities, different market opportunities calls for different partnering strategies, and it started to get very interesting. It's been received very well in some of the ideas that we've shared with our partners in terms of how we're going to partner moving forward. So it's all very positive, and we're very proud of our Canadian partners, and we're very, very proud of our performance.
And so you should be. You had a great year, which is terrific up in Canada. Obviously, Canada didn't go through the same type of recession as the U.S., but we obviously at the same time did go through some of it. What's the state of the mood of partners that you can see coming down here?
It's been very positive. We shared some very impressive growth numbers this morning in our business review session with the partners from the Canadian results. We emphasize the amount of investment we've made from a Partner One standpoint. Tens of millions of dollars in direct program benefits, compensation. That's not special pricing. That's investing in the partners. That's helping their bottom line, offsetting their costs, and rewarding them for focusing on the behavior that matters to us around specialization, around growth, around attach, around driving demand. There's been a significant amount of money, and we're very proud of that. We're very committed to investing in the channel, and by far we provide more money to the channel than any other vendor. And we constantly hear that feedback from the partners, how important that is to fueling and driving their business and helping them be successful. And I think some of those dollars help them get through some of the challenging times as well that we've all seen.
And so, if you look at we're sitting in yesterday's session, the big message, if you take it from a very high end, was a lot about cloud, a lot about the future, where they're going, and what was really nice was that they talked about what happened last year, what they promised last year, and how they fulfilled it, which was great to hear. But to me, what I think if you came out of that whole thing, the biggest message was that you can build around HP, and that HP is 100% behind the channel.
Yeah, I think that's a great point. Certainly the way we feel, and I think our partners feel the same way. There are specific things you can point to demonstrate that. Heather touched on one of them, which was the financial commitment we made to the partners through programs. The other one that's very, very clear is our acquisition strategy around gaining intellectual property. And as we continue down that path, and I think Leo's very clear that he wants to continue to build on our intellectual property. That provides a tremendous opportunity for our partners. It allows them to compete in areas they weren't able to compete before, and not only that, but it allows them to compete with very relevant solutions, industry-leading, leading-edge solutions, and I think that's a very good thing for our partners and for HP Canada.
Yeah, so part of that, with that whole thing of doing that, is a collaboration tools that you're building now with the SMB Central. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Sure. The SMB Central is a portal that is dedicated to bringing together our SMB resources, allowing our partners kind of a one-stop shop for access to tools, campaigns, and resources that are focused on helping them sell into the small and medium business space. It's also there's a lot of resources and content there that's available, but it's also critical to help build a community. I think we've heard over the last few days, we have a tremendous community of partners in Canada that even though they compete, they also collaborate and work together in a lot of areas. And we've created this community within the SMB Central site where partners that are selling into that space can come together and share best practices and talk to each other. And we think that that's unique. I'm very proud of the relationships we see with the Canadian market, and we think that this is just going to help fuel that as we collaborate and actually cooperate together.
One of the things that I find really interesting about HP, and I think it's great, is that you've had so much change in where you're going in the direction. And obviously, that's been driven by all the new technologies, and heck, in a lot of cases, that's because you guys created or buy them. But the partner program, which is so important to the partners, where everybody else seems to always be changing them. It's got to be about 6-7 years now. I don't know when you started it, but it's more evolving, but it's not changing. You're adding to it. You're making it better. How important do you think that is to the partners?
I think it's absolutely critical. As a manufacturer, you need to be very predictable. You don't want to surprise your partners, but at the same time, you need to continue to be very creative in your program. So I think Partner One really does provide, and I think the partners have spoken. It provides a tremendous framework under which we can bring in those new types of solutions. And I think, and Robert, I agree with you entirely. I think Partner One and the way in which, and when we do bring those new products and solutions into the program, we get tremendous traction. And so the numbers speak for themselves. So you're absolutely right. I think it's critical. It's central to our strategy, and we're just going to continue to do that, evolve it, and improve it.
Well, good. I hope you do, because I hear good things on the street from it. I hear good things everywhere.
Well, she's the one that's responsible for that, so she's done a great job.
It's a great team.
Very proud of her.
And it is true. It's around evolving the program, again, aligning to the business unit priorities, keeping the focus on those key areas, like growth and attach, but also recognizing that we're really trying to drive some practices, partners building WebOS practices, cloud practices, and the specialization. And that's really how we take the base program and evolve it to be able to focus and reward the partners for driving that additional focus. That's where you'll see it go.
So with all the growth, last question for you. In Canada, do you expect it to be a great year?
Absolutely.
For the VARs?
Great year for both of us together. We look forward to working with the partners, and we absolutely ask and welcome them to work with us and to reach out and mutual opportunities.
So Heather, it's the first time I've had you on camera. You did fabulous.
Thanks.
Thank you very much for coming out. John, it's always a pleasure to interview you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.